Pinch punch, it's the first of the month. I'm FX Plu and this is the market brief. So the main event this week will be Sunak's budget. He'll be on in front of Parliament on Wednesday, and he did the rounds on TV over the weekend laying out the groundwork for the main event. He's promised to be honest about all the country's finances while intending to provide support to ensure that the recovery is both stable and robust. Meanwhile, former Tory Chancellor Kenneth Clarke was on yesterday. He believes that Sunak should raise taxes now before we face higher inflation and the accompanying rising interest rates. But maybe he's former Chancellor for a reason. Expectation is that the current Chancellor is to cast aside Conservative dogma in favour of a rational long-term strategy. All will be revealed on Wednesday. The UK is still way ahead in the vaccination race. We crossed 20 million, meaning that 30% of the population is now very much within reach. This doesn't really affect the outlook for the employment market, though. You'll remember unemployment is already up to 5.1%, and it's expected to get much worse when the government support is removed in due course. But for now, the markets still see positivity for the UK and the UK's recovery. Last week, sterling touched 142.45 against the dollar before we had a bit of a correction, which sold it down to 139.30 before the weekend. We kick off the new week just shy of the 140 mark. In the US, Biden managed to get his stimulus package through the House of Representatives. He will have to pick up the fight to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour at another time, though. That was deemed unconstitutional this time around. For now, though, $1,400 is going to every individual, and there'll be additional weekly unemployment support provided until the end of August. But how and where this will have any real effect is rather TBC at the moment, with all the cold weather hampering the vaccination programme. The full effect may still be a few weeks away. Weekly jobless data improved last week. This has fueled a sense of optimism ahead of Friday's non-farm payroll, where at the very least a positive number is expected right now. But as we all know from the sweepstake too many times, the data has a strong capacity to disappoint. For now, rough expectations are around 120, 150,000 new jobs. The single currency was a bit of a mixed bag last week. Down we go. Euro dollar touched 122.45, which was close to a year high. But that was touched before it collapsed towards the back end of the week. And we saw a low of around 120.65 before the weekend. Right, that's it from me. Have a wonderful day. Hope the week sets off a good tone for you. Join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.